This is what I walk into. Classical. And little Ronan enjoying his classical music on the top of his kitty condo. I'm sorry, baby, am I interrupting you? Such a sweet boy. Hey guys, it's Jasmine, and I wasn't planning on making this video, but holy moly, I must. If you've been around here a minute, you know that I stick to my tried and true litter that I have used for years with Puppy and now with Alfred and now with the foster kitties. And that is the Dr. Elsie's Premium Ultra Litter. I think that's what it's called. It comes in a big bag with a blue label, and it's always worked great. I don't even think I've ever tried another litter, and I've been approached by a number of companies wanting me to try their litter and then, in turn tell you guys about it if I like it. But I haven't even done that because I'm like, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's how I felt about my litter. It's been good to me. And no, I'm not associated with Dr. Elsie's or anything, but if they wanted to be, I mean, my email address is in the description. But I did end up trying this kitty litter from Walmart for a couple of reasons, and I'll get into those in just a minute. But may I just say, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Jasmine. I have two cats named Puppy and Alfred, and they are not related whatsoever. I've also recently fostered a neighborhood feral cat that claimed me and ended up bringing me her 3 kittens. And I've also recently buzzed my hair, which I made a video about, which I will link in the description, or you can just look back a week or 2 on my channel. Here we put out videos about cat stuff, especially raw cat food and kitty nutrition, but also things like this and things for humans like stress management tips, EFT or tapping, guided sessions, workouts, recipes, and honestly, whatever else I feel like posting. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, then please feel free to click that subscribe button below, as well as the little bell icon that's right next to it so that you can get notified whenever a new video goes up. And if you're watching this on Facebook, then make sure to follow our page, Cat Lady Fitness. Okay, let's talk about this litter. So there are a couple reasons why I decided to try it. One, I'm going through a bit more litter lately since I've been fostering these kitties. And so I've been having to purchase it more often lately, which I do from my local pet supermarket or Petco. They both carry the Dr. Elsie's kitty litter that I use. But I also happen to utilize Walmart grocery pickup, and they do not carry Dr. Elsie's. But during my pickup sometime last week, I decided to type in kitty litter just to quadruple check that they didn't start carrying it. And yet, still, they do not carry it. But there was a kitty litter that did pop up, and I thought I was reading it wrong because the price showed as $1.26 per bag, per 7-pound bag. So I clicked to read it a little bit more, and I saw that it was a fragrance-free clay litter, which, as is my Dr. Elsie's Ultra Premium litter. And then I did what I typically do, and I went and I tried to find some reviews on it, and I saw the Amazon reviews for it, which, P.S., don't get it off Amazon. I think people are selling it for like $7 or $8 a bag there. But the reviews seemed okay, and honestly, I was like, you know what? It's $1.26. I can get 3 of these, and it would be less than a grande coffee drink at like Starbucks or something. So I did it. I put it in my cart. I figured this would be awesome if it worked out, because even though I've been a loyal customer of my Dr. Elsie's, if something is $1.26 for a 7-pound bag and it works just as well, I mean, obviously I'm going to stick with that one. Well, let me tell you, it did not work just as well. So much so that it drew me to make this video for you guys about how shocked I was at how bad it was. And I feel bad saying that because it is just such the thing to do. If you didn't know, the majority of reviews left are through negative experiences anywhere. I forget the psychology behind it, but people are more likely to leave a review if they're not satisfied as opposed to if they are satisfied. And I'm proud to say that I'm one of those people that will, write a letter to a manager or write a company or compliment someone, or I'm sure to leave positive reviews. So doing this is just a little out of character, but you guys have to know this stuff. I mean, it was horrible. And if you've tried it, I mean, totally leave me your insight below, because the reviews, it had some rave reviews for it, which I don't know who these people are. I don't know if they've never tried a different kind of kitty litter before, but okay, let me just tell you about it. First of all, I know clay litters like to market that they're dust-free, and it's always on, the packaging or whatever, which, by the way, the brand is Kitty Diggins fragrance-free cat litter. Even a cute name, Kitty Diggins. I mean, it's catchy. $1.26 for a bag. It sells you. Anyway, I digress. Most of these clay kitty litters will say dust-free. I think another popular saying that they always have on bags is no tracking, as well as odor control and all those other things. Well, I never experienced dust with my kitty litter before. So I didn't really, I knew in my head what they meant by dust-free and all that stuff. But when I put this Kitty Diggins in their litter boxes, which, by the way, I ended up mixing it with what was left of their current litter. So it's not even like it was just the Kitty Diggins. It was maybe a 50-50 mix of this $1.26 litter and my usual Dr. Elsie's. But the dust factor was so bad. Anytime that I went to clean their litter out, it just came up in it was like cloud plumes of dust. Not only that, but I could kind of see it whenever they would, go in one of the litter boxes and do their little thing and scratch around. You could see the dust coming out. Not only that, but it made me sneeze, and it made Puppy sneeze. I noticed Puppy was even sneezing. This boy does not sneeze. Good thing we have masks around right now that we all, have to wear, because I ended up wearing my mask to clean their litter boxes just to avoid breathing in this dust. And the consistency of it, this is exactly what it reminds me of, because, I forgot to mention, a lot of litters will market themselves by saying clumping or easy clumping or well clumping. This litter, I don't know what it marketed itself as, if anything, when it comes to that, but it also allowed me to experience what poorly clumping litter is like. This litter reminded me of toasted rolled oats. Like the regular oats that you use to make oatmeal. If you were to kind of like toast those so they were a little bit harder, that was the consistency of this litter, except in clay. And when it comes to the clumping factor, when I would go to scoop up pee, mainly this obviously happened with the pee, but when I would go to scoop up their pee from the litter box, along with the dust, it would break apart into little pieces that would end up, some of which would fall through the pooper scooper. And you know what it was like? You know what it reminded me exactly of? It's like when you eat granola and there's, a big chunk of granola at the bottom of the bag, and you go to grab it, but lightly so it doesn't break, and it still ends up like breaking all up in the bag. So you don't have that nice chunk of granola anymore. That is exactly what happened. Not only that, but this was confirmed by the fact that the cats didn't seem to like it. So I have 3 litters in the house typically, because I have 2 cats, Puppy and Alfred, and you should always have 1 litter box per cat plus 1. When the foster kitties came in, I actually added another like half of one and then a whole one. So that's 4.5 litter boxes that I have in the house. I ended up getting 3 bags of this Kitty Diggins because it was only $1.26 and they're only 7 pounds. And I emptied out all of the bags into all of the litter boxes except for one. And it happened to be the one that Puppy or Alfred hadn't ever used yet. It was kind of like the extra one that I added to the house for when the foster kittens came in. But after I added the Kitty Diggins to the usual litter boxes, Puppy and Alfred both within a day started using this litter box they'd never used before that did only have the Dr. Elsie's in it. They only ended up using that litter box as a way to, I guess, protest and confirm that they did not like this new kitty litter either. And the tracking, oh my gosh, you guys, the tracking. I think I took footage or video of the tracking. It was horrible. They're just huge, huge chunks, and they were all outside. Thankfully, I have, those litter catching mats. But even so, I would find it like 3 feet away from covered litter boxes. and I would step on it and it felt like gravel. Yeah, this litter is $1.26 for a 7-pound bag. And maybe if you're using it for indoor, outdoor cats and you're leaving it somewhere like in a patio or something that you could sweep up regularly, or even if you're using it in a throwaway tray, one of those disposable kind of kitty litter boxes that you just toss whenever it gets full, I could see how it would work okay in that, because it's so inexpensive. You don't even have to worry about scooping it, and you just toss it with the box. And maybe those are the types of situations of the people who left these rave reviews for it. But in our case, it is not worth $1.26. I would rather have a medium decaf Americano with a splash of almond milk instead of 3 bags of this stuff. And I believe Puppy and Alfred would agree. So I guess that's my review of Kitty Diggins fragrance-free cat litter from Walmart. If you've tried this out, please let me know in the comments. If you are using Kitty Diggins, I would suggest maybe getting the Dr. Elsie's Ultra Premium fragrance-free litter and seeing if you can tell the difference and basically how much better it is. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are against clay litters altogether, but you know what? It works for us. I haven't done a review on different litters because this is one of those things where it's like decision fatigue. You know, this just confirmed, like, I just need to stick to this to make sure I always have a backup bag in the house, to not try and get too convenience driven with it. So I hope you like this video. If you were thinking of trying out this kitty litter, again, it is only $1.26, but you've been warned. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more, to check out our Patreon page if you want to support this channel and also get some cool exclusive perks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.